5 reasons why car repos are at an all-time high. Number 1, too many people are buying vehicles based on the monthly payment rather than the total purchase price. They want to buy a fancy new pickup and they don't care enough about the $70,000 sticker price. All they care about is how long can I drag the payments out for and how low of a number can I get on those payments. And let me tell you, dealerships love to take advantage of these types of customers. If all you care about is how much you can afford on a monthly basis, they will max that out every single time, and they will find ways to write things in there where they profit off your back. Number 2, unfortunately, social media has been a big driving factor for car repos. This is partially personal opinion, but you see people making these Instagram videos where they have the big house and the brand new Tahoe or Escalade. People see that and they say, you know what? I want a brand new Tahoe. What they don't pay attention to is that Tahoe is $65,000 and they only make $60,000 a year.
Big fact.
But they want to be like trendy or whatever, so they have to buy the brand new vehicle that is trendy. And then 6 months into payments, they realize $1,000 a month is not reasonable for a car payment and is more like a mortgage payment. Number 3, currently there is a triple inflation problem going on with the car market. And what I mean by that is manufacturers are raising their prices, dealerships are raising their markups, and interest rates have climbed.
I agree.
Those are 3 things stacked on top of each other working against the consumer. Most people don't do their research, unfortunately, when they go into a dealership and buy a car. They don't realize the prices are not the same as they were in 2018 or 2019. They don't realize that the average interest rate in the country is 7.5% on a car loan right now. And also they don't realize dealerships are marking up their vehicles tremendously more. Number 4, too many young people today are going out and financing a car for 6 years right off the bat. It seems that nobody is teaching them how to make smart financial decisions. I believe, at least this is how I was raised, that a young person needs to start out with a junker car. You need to learn how to drive. You need to learn how to take care of that vehicle, how to pay for that vehicle, how to pay insurance. If you cannot manage these things, you're not going to be able to keep up with car payments. Car payments require a lot of things if you want to be successful and be able to pay off a car in completion. You need to have steady income for many years at a time. You need to have excellent credit. You need to be able to balance your budget. And too many young people are going into dealerships and just grabbing a car without even thinking about it, just going right over their head, saying, hell, everybody else is doing this, maybe I should too. And that leads to record high repo rates. Number 5, I think banks are to blame for a lot of this problem. Because when you finance a car, you finance it through a bank who approves you for that loan because they look at all your credit history and they look at your income and they decide, hey, this person is eligible based on their income and debt to income ratio that they can qualify for this car loan. So if repos are at an all-time high, who's approving all of these car loans that these people cannot afford? It's the banks. And you want to know why I think they're approving all of them? It's because not enough people are buying cars. Car sales are at an all-time low.
Can't afford them.
Repos are at an all-time high. Make it make sense. So they got to push through this financing for these people that are coming in because they got to meet numbers. And not enough people are buying cars. So they maybe kind of let a few things slide here and there. And that's not great for the consumer because now the consumer's getting duped and they're going to get their car repoed.
Repos are through the roof. I say they are through the roof. A lot of y'all can't afford the car you're riding in. A lot of y'all should be riding in a Pinto, a VW Bug, but you want to roll in a Hellcat, a G63 Mercedes. You want to show out. You want to shine. You want to look better than everybody in the neighborhood, even though you got pennies and crumbs in your pocket. That's right. Repo's going crazy right now. People are trying to show off for their neighbors, show off for social media, just show off for themselves when they know they can't afford it. You went in there with an RT budget, but you left out with a Hellcat. The salesman got you, and the bank knew they shouldn't have approved you for it, but they did it anyway. The bank do it. They know what they doing. 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 29% interest. You clearing people for that? Insanity. That's why a lot of people can't afford. A lot of people letting these cars go. And I can understand why. See, some people will buy a car and they won't get the warranty. Get the warranty. You know you can't afford it. Get the warranty so you don't have to pay that extra price. See, when you buy a car without a warranty, you're not thinking about the car breaking down. You're not thinking about the future. You're thinking about the right now. You're thinking about sitting your butt on those fart seats. Excited. Not thinking about the future and kablooey. Your engine just went kablooey. Now you got to pay $5,000 on a car that ain't worth $5,000. That's why people get their car repoed, because they can't afford the maintenance on it. It ain't just the people buying cars they know they shouldn't get. It's some people buying cars that they can't afford, but they choose not to pay that extra $20 a month on that warranty that they should have got. And when the car breaks down, they say, forget it. I ain't been paying for something that don't run. And they let it sit in their driveway until the repo man come and say, gotcha. I got you. Let me get this car that you can't afford. That's what's really going on. But let's check out a couple of people who've been getting cars they know they couldn't afford. Now, I'm not picking on them. I'm not making fun of them. But let's check out a couple of repoers or repoees, if you want to call it.
Well, just woke up this morning to my car gone. Didn't get stolen. I got repossessed. I've been struggling, but I guess it's a blessing in disguise. One less bill for me to cough out. You know, it was a shit ton of money and insurance, so I just got to look at things at the positive side. But damn, no more whip. I can't believe this.
It's a sucky feeling to wake up and see your car gone. See, I know what it feels like to get your car repoed, because I woke up one day and my Magnum was gone. The repo man came and got it because I could not afford it. I lost my contract. I was a contractor, and my contract, I lost it, and I could no longer afford the Magnum. And I got that Dodge Magnum when it first came out. Hurt my heart to see that car go. And they repo. I got it back. I ended up getting it back. I went and paid the $500 to get it back. But I know the feeling of losing your car to the repo man. And this man right here, he looking at the bright side. You know, he ain't got to stress about making that car payment, because it stresses you out. It stresses you out knowing that you can't really make the payment, but you're making the payment, and you know you can take that money and put it to somewhere better use. Sometimes it's best to just let it go and start all over again. I know you saying, damn, T-Light, what you mean let the car go? What I'm saying is, if you can't afford the car today, you know you can't afford it tomorrow. You might as well just let the car go and start saving that money so you can fix your credit or fix what's going on with your life. It's probably best to keep that $500, $600, $700 for yourself. It's just not worth it for the car right now. Get you a cash car and start all over. And when you get in a better position, hopefully you don't make the same mistake and get a car that you really can't afford. But believe me, I'm not here to pick on anybody. I know the feeling. It's okay to let the car go if you can't afford it. And hell, it's okay to let the car go if you don't really want it no more. If you don't really want to make the payment no more, and you see you got a better plan, a bigger plan, maybe you want to start a business or something like that. Listen, I'm not here to tell you what to do or not to do. But if you don't want to make the payment no more, you're tired of the car, try to trade it in. Maybe you can make a profit on the car, or maybe you can break even. But if you can't break even, get rid of it, man. Get rid of it and get that stress off of you, because sitting thinking about something that you can't make the payment on, you can't make the payment on the car, so you know you can't make the payment on the insurance. Think about what I just said. So if you can't make the payment on an insurance, and just say the car get into a wreck or something like that, now you stuck with a car that got into a wreck. You got to pay for the car and the people's car that got wrecked. It's not worth it, man. Just let the car go and live to fight another day, because you'll be getting another car one day. Just be patient. You'll be able to get another vehicle one day. I promise you. Let's check out another repoe.
And insurance, so I just got to look at things at the positive side. But damn, no more. Well, just woke up this.
I was paying a $779 car note for my Nissan Altima. That's a 2022. On top of that, I was paying for car insurance, which is $900 a month. When I tell you, I'm kind of happy that the repo man took that fucking car. Because who the fuck, why the fuck? When the fuck did I say this was okay? Because it's not. If you don't know who I am, I'm Ari. I'm a content creator. I moved to Houston 2 years ago to get a better life for myself. I dropped everything and I left. And I have nobody else around me, like being able to do what I want to do.
Your story too goddamn long. I only need a couple more stories.
Last time we talked, we were talking about repossessions, and guess what? We still talking about repossessions. First, let me say thank you to everyone who reached.
Y'all, my car got repoed. It was 2011, and I had
How many payments does someone have to get behind before their car gets repoed?
They can be like 2 weeks behind, you know.
Did you know that you can get your car back after it was?
I wish this was a joke, but I got repossessed. To be honest, I don't really know whose fault it is. I don't know if it's my fault or Nick's fault, but the budget truck company repossessed.
Ready? Are you ready?
Yeah, we good at 24?
No. I know you could though.
Can't.
How? Oh.
No, mommy, car! No!
Hey guys, it's your girl, the Locked Empress, and I'm back with a video, and it is a full transparency video.
Don't be scared of that repo. Repos don't mean shit.
I'm fucking losing my...
Don't be scared of that.
While at work getting your car repoed.
When your
Nasty
car's getting
work.
towed during your shift at work, but the guy's nice enough to let you get your stuff out. Cool.
This right here is sad. It's sad because you at work trying to make enough money to pay for that piece of junk outside, and they come repo it. You know this person was probably trying to save up a little bit of money so they can go ahead and pay that car payment. But look at this. Look at this. They come repo the car. It's heartbreaking because you know, you're like, how am I gonna get to work? How am I gonna get to work? Because you're using that car to get to work. 9 times out of 10, you use the car to get you from to to from work, as well as to run other errands. And you just can't afford it because your job probably ain't giving you enough hours. Or then again, you might just be bad with money. You might have spent your money on something that you weren't supposed to spend it on. You spent it on a parlay. You spent it on that hood rat down the street. That booger. Nah, because we got to be always honest here now. Sometimes people just can't make their car payment because they don't want to. It ain't that they can't afford the car. They just make bad decisions with their money. They spend their money on things they shouldn't be spending their money on. Some people got habits. Nasty habits, if you know what I mean. Some people trick their money off on women. Some people trick their money off on drugs. Some people trick their money off on gambling. So on and so on and so on. Either way go, it's sad to see somebody getting their car repoed at the job. I've seen that happen before. It's a very, very sad thing. It sucks, but you can always go to a buy here, pay here. Let's look at another repo E.
All right, I have a repossession update for those who care, and please, for the negative people, just know I do not care what people say about me. I wouldn't post on social media if I did. Let's first talk about the cars they have not picked up. As you can see, the Tesla Model 3, they have not picked up. I think it's because it's 43,000 upside down. They just don't care. And then number 2 is the Dodge Hornet that is still. All right, I have a repossession update for those.
One thing you didn't know about repos is...
All right, I have a repossession update for those who care, and please, for the negative people, just know I do not care what people say about me. I wouldn't post on social media if I did. Let's first talk about the cars they have not picked up. As you can see, the Tesla Model 3, they have not picked up. I think it's because it's 43,000 upside down. They just don't care. And then number 2 is the Dodge Hornet that is still sitting at the dealership. They haven't reported that one to my credit, and I guess it's because it's a lemon. I don't know, but whatever. Wow. That's them. Now let's talk about the Mercedes-Benz, which is a crazy story. They can't find the car. For those who saw my video about the worst cars I ever bought, then you already know that car was terrible. So I told them to pick it up as soon as I filed for bankruptcy. 2 weeks ago, I get a nasty letter saying that they're about to come and pick up the vehicle. 2 weeks ago. Keep in mind, I said March of this year, I gave them the car back. I figured it was just an honest mistake. So I called the bank. I said, hey, you all made a mistake. You all said that you were going to repossess the vehicle, but you all already have the vehicle. You all had it since March. They are still doing research to try to find that car now. I know for sure that it was them that picked it up because they called me to confirm everything like that. I had to write a notice. They have the notice, but they don't know where the car is. So that's it for right now. I'm waiting for the rest of the cars to sell to see how much I owe. So once I get that information, I will let you know.
How in the Sam Diggly did you get all these vehicles? How did you get all of these vehicles? And first off, we got to get you. You on the top of the head. Why did you buy a Dodge Hornet? I said, why did you buy a Dodge Hornet? I'm going to say it one time. Why did you buy a Dodge Hornet? Pure D garbage. Why? Why would you waste your money? Of course you wanted to get that repo. It's a lemon. I wouldn't pay on it anyway. I would have never got it in the first place. You made a mistake. You're a lady. Somebody should have stopped you, but should have been a good man in your life to stop you from making that mistake. But it's understandable. The car looked good. It looked good, but it was good garbage because it ain't nothing but an Alfa Romero. You know how notoriously unreliable they are. That's all a Dodge Hornet is with a Dodge facelift. Now let's talk about the $43,000 upside down. You are on your Tesla. Come on, little mama. Come on, little mama. How did you get $43,000 upside down on that Tesla? I'm going to tell you how you got upside down. You bought that Tesla probably during the pandemic time, when everybody was buying cars that were overpriced. They was charging $100,000 for maybe a Tesla Plaid, charging $150,000, and you probably got it thinking you got a good deal. Gotcha. You're upside down. When you went to go trade it in, they said, baby girl, you owe $43,000 on top of what we gonna give you for it. So we're gonna give you $60,000, but you owe another $43,000 because you overpaid for that piece of junk Tesla. So that's probably why she upside down, because she probably bought it during the pandemic when they was overcharging for these vehicles, and some of y'all was falling for it. Yeah, y'all was falling for it. So I can say that's probably why she upside down on the Tesla. Now the Mercedes, you can't find it and they can't find it. Well, you know they're gonna blame you for that. They're gonna find some way, allegedly, they're gonna try to blame you for that. You gave them the car back. Hopefully you got a receipt or something proving that you gave the car back, because you're going to need it. You're going to need it. They're going to act like you still got the car. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. And they're going to keep on reporting on your credit forever and ever, allegedly, until they can find that car. And it's looking like they ain't never going to find it. It's looking like they never going to find it. You may have turned it in to a scumbag. You probably gave the keys to somebody, and they say, you know what? I'm not even going to report this. I'm going to keep this car for myself. That's a possibility now. Oh, man, bank. You never know who a person is if you don't know them. You get the keys to somebody, and boom, they done stole the car instead of giving the car back to the bank. I'm just saying. Shorty, I'm rooting for you, baby. Hopefully the bankruptcy work out for you and you can get out of the situation that you in. It look like you're not that good with money. Now, maybe you lost your job, or maybe you was Turo in those cars or something. I'm not for sure. I don't know. But you need to do a little soul searching when it comes to the money, baby. Because you look like you got yourself together, got your hair all done up, got your makeup all done up, your face clear, no blemishes. Look like you drink a good little glass of water all the time. Keep the water in your system. You got your lips gloss. Lip gloss be popping. Your lip gloss be cool. You know, you look like you got yourself together. Whole time you don't. See what I'm saying, fellas? Don't you get no woman like this. Not saying she's a bad woman, because I don't know the young lady. But the money, you don't want to take on her debt, because her debt is out of this world. And she will expect you to help her to pay that debt. I'm just saying, fellas, she will expect for you to help her pay her debt off if you become her lady. Her man. Basically, you're a lady if you're paying her debt off. If you pay for her debt, you are a bona fide fool. I don't care how pretty she is. And she is a pretty young lady. Don't fall for the trap. I'm just saying. Let's look at one more regretter.
Someone on TikTok said that her car got repoed even though she made all on-time payments.
What?
And when she said that, in my head, I'm like, how is that even possible?
Man.
Like, you're literally fulfilling your loan. You're making your payments every single month.
Fact.
Out of curiosity, I asked her if she still had insurance on her car, and she said yes. So if she's making her on-time payments and she has full coverage insurance on the car, what's the issue? So it turns out that she was letting her car get rented on Turo.
Oh.
You guys don't know what Turo is. Turo is a platform where you can put your car on there and other people can rent it so you can make some money. Now, in her finance contract, when she originally got the car, there's a clause that says that you have to use the car for personal use, not business use. It also went on to say that the car could not be rented out. Somehow, some way, her lien holder found out that she was letting her car get rented out. Now, I had no idea this could even happen. I didn't think that Turo or the lien holder would go that far to try and figure out who's doing what with what car. And that's because there's simply just too many cars on the road to even keep track of all that. But nevertheless, her car ended up getting repoed because of this.
I definitely didn't know they could repo your car even though you're making the payments. But if you written that car out and they say you can't do it, I guess you can't do it. But I don't see how they can tell you how to control something that you paying on as your vehicle. I never seen nobody put that type of jargon in the contract. I ain't even know they could do nothing like that. That's crazy how they could just slip something into the contract, tell you that you can't make money with the vehicle that you paying on. It's nasty work. How they gonna tell you, no, you can't make no money with the car that you paying on. You just gonna make these payments and we gonna try to control some of the things you're doing with the vehicle. I don't know. I don't know how she end up signing the contract. But see, remember when I told y'all, read the paperwork. When you sign these deals, because they're deals, contracts, you got to read the fine print. See what's in the fine print. You can't rent these cars out. You can't use these cars as business type of things. Whatever she was using it for Turo. I don't know who was and the lien holder for them to be looking into you like that is nasty work. Why are you paying attention to what somebody else doing with their vehicle? Because as long as they making the payment, it's their vehicle. She ain't missed no payments. That's her car. Why are you checking up on her? Why are you doing it in Turo? Why you snitching? Why you telling? Come on now. See, you can't trust nobody. You can't trust nobody. This lady making her payments, doing what she's supposed to do, making money with the vehicle. And look, the bank hated on them. Or Turo. One of the two hated because she ain't hate on herself. So one of the two hated on her. Matter of fact, it probably was somebody she knew. It probably was one of her friends. You know, she was seeing her friend making all that money and she hated on her. She went to the bank and told on her. She went and ratted. Ratatouille. She went and ratted on her because she was mad because she was making money and she wasn't. See, you can't trust these so-called friends because these so-called friends will hate on you. They see you proceeding, prospering, and doing great things. They gonna get mad. Ran her stinking ass to the bank and told on her, and it could have been her baby daddy. It could have been her nasty mouth, trout mouth, musty butt baby daddy mad because she got a new man and ain't thinking about his stinking ass. Somebody hated on you, baby. Somebody hated on you, baby, and I feel sorry for you because you was doing everything right, making your payment and making money. It's about to start you, got you a little business going. You using your thinker, and somebody hated on her. Nasty work. I never knew that this was possible. I never knew they could slip that jargon into the contract. We learned something new today, Werewolf Pack. We learned that these banks, these lenders are slicksters. Slickety diggity. But let's look at one more regretter. We got to look at one more regretter because I'm feeling it. Damn. Look at the repo guy. He don't care. Nasty work. Damn. And now you can do once he get it on that truck, he ain't taking it off. Damn. Might be able to go get it back though. Don't give up. You got the money to get it out of the repossession. You can do it. Heartbreaking to run outside at work, wherever he at, see his car on the tow truck. Once they put it on the tow truck, they not taking it down. Unless you can slip them a couple dollars. Because I know a couple of tow truck guys, if you slip them a few dollars, if you slip them some money on, they will take that truck, they will take your vehicle right off that tow truck and act like they never found it. It's probably going to have to be about $500 to $1,000. That's right, $500 to $1,000, and he will let you slide today. But that don't mean he won't bring his musty ass back tomorrow and get you. He only giving you a pass for the day, not forever. You hear me? He might get you go today, but he ain't gonna let you go tomorrow. He'll pick that thing up tomorrow, and you got to give him another $1,000 to drop it. It's all a game. It's a business, and I don't blame him. Yeah, I drop your car. Let me get $1,000. I will drop your car. Let me get 1,000 smackaroonies, 1,000 ducats, 1,000 green fresh presidents. Let me get 1,000 of those, and I'll drop your car. It sucks, man. Not making that payment, and I'm not gonna hate on nobody because y'all know I got one of my cars repossessed before. It sucks, and it ain't because you can't make the payments. Sometimes you lose your job. Things happen. Sometimes you get sick. Things happen. It ain't just, oh man, you just can't make your payments. You know, you bad with money. Things happen. Life happens. Life can hit you in the face with a ton of bricks. It's not that you just can't, like, not making your payments on purpose. You just could get in a bad situation. I wish people wouldn't just judge people all the time because they got like a repossession on anything. You never know what happened. That person could have been in a bad position in his life at that, or her in their life at that position at that time in life. Doesn't mean that right now that they can't afford to make the payments, but that sits on your record for a long time unless you can get it removed. You can get it removed. You can get a repossession off your credit, but you got to pay. But you can get it removed. But it doesn't mean that you're not a good with making payments, good credit, like you're not good with paying your bills. Sometimes things happen. Like I said, life happens. It doesn't mean that you're a bad person because you can't make your payments at that time. Like I said, you could lose your job. You can get sick. Your significant other could get sick, and you want to pay $500-$600 on that car, but you need to pay that on the medical bills. Get what I'm saying? You never know. Or your house about to get lose your house. What, you gonna lose your house or lose the car? I'm gonna lose the car. Get what I'm saying? Things like that. You're chasing a dream. You're trying to pay for school. Gotta get rid of the car because I got a bigger plan. I'll be able to come back, swing back around again and get a nicer car. Right now, I'm working on my future. It's just a lot of things that go into it. So don't think just because you see somebody getting their car repossessed or that they bad with money or they just bad people. Life. Hear me? Life. Everybody gets a dose of it. We all get a dose of it. One day you gonna get your dose of life. While you judging this person that got their car repoed. I don't know who this is recording it. It sucks. It sucks. Damn. I saw that before. I saw the tow truck guy pulling away with my Dodge Magnum. Hurt my heart. But I went back and got it. But still, I know the feeling. But with that being said, check this out, Werewolf Pack. If you can't afford your car, just let them have it back. Just take it back to the bank, man. Go on, take it back to the bank. That way you can stop making the payments, and they already know you ain't gonna make the payments. They gonna sell the car, and if they sell it for $20,000 and you owe $23,000, you still owe them $3,000. You still owe them the $3,000. Yeah, but it's better than $23,000. Get what I'm saying? So if you can't afford it, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Don't sit there and keep paying on something that you can't afford when you know you need to be putting that money in another area in your life. I'm just trying to tell you what I would do. You don't got to do what I'm saying. I'm just trying to tell you. But hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. I just wanted to show y'all people getting their cars repossessed, why people get their cars repossessed. Like I said, it ain't always that you can't afford the vehicle. Sometimes life hits you. And it will hit you. Or sometimes you just got a car you knew you shouldn't have had with your funky foot ass. You knew you shouldn't have got it, but you got it anyway. So guess what you got? A repo to go on your credit. Says you want to get stuff you know you ain't supposed to have. And sometimes people buy a car and they don't get a warranty on it. Get the warranty, El Cheapo. You won't regret it at the end of the day. But sometimes these warranties that you get with these car companies ain't worth the paper that they written on. You think you got something covered, and they say, oh, no, we don't cover that. We don't cover that. Or we cover that, but we don't cover the gaskets, the bolts, and all the other stuff that go with the engine. They got some kind of jargon in there to get out of paying for the motor or the transmission. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure you got a good, reliable warranty when you get a warranty. What I'm saying is, if you get a car, get the warranty through your bank because they're going to make sure it's a good warranty. Don't get it through the dealership. Get the warranty through your bank or your federal credit union. Don't get it through the dealership unless that warranty is A-wiggity, mean A1. But with that being said, I'm about to slide on up out of here. Let me say something positive to y'all. Just because you lost your car or you going through some struggles in life don't mean that you ain't a worthy person, a good person. Don't mean that you a bad person. We all go through situations. Everybody go through something. You just going through a hard time right now. Keep your damn head up. Keep your head up. It's going to get greater later. Forget that car. Forget that truck. It got repoed. It is what it is. It's gone. Move on to the next. You can come back stronger. You can come back stronger. Don't give up on yourself. Don't let people judge you and make you feel like you less of a person just because you lost something materialistic like a car. Don't worry about that. Those things can be replaced. Next time you may have 3 or 4 cars. Look at me. I lost my car. Now I got 5, 6 cars. Too many damn cars. What I'm saying is, don't give up. Keep chugga-lugging. Keep focusing on the grind. Keep focusing on the dream. Keep focusing on the things that you need to do. Don't get mad at yourself because you got your car repossessed. Life. I just told y'all, life be lifing. I love you. I ain't never gonna judge you. Stay blessed up. Stay safe out there, werewolves. I'm about to slide on up out of here. Hey, I love y'all, man. Peace.